Dave Knight here from 123daytrade.com. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. 10 minutes on the clock. Let's see if I can stick to it today. Today was Patriot Day, and may we never forget. September 11th. September 11th, 2001. Today is September 11th, 2019. I almost feel like I shouldn't trade this day in some ways, so I'm kind of, I guess in a way, I'm kind of glad that I have a positive day. And anyway, so I stuck to my 3 trades. If you're following me right now, excuse me, you know that I'm sticking to 3 trades. I had to reset in step 2 from, well, long story short, I went from pro-funded account to step 2, and I've had to reset in step 2, and then I made the decision that I'm only going to take on 3 trades in any given day and stop. Now, today the market falls down below the $56? Yeah, it goes under $56 a barrel. But I was done with this trading day a long time before the market went down there. So my GAN target today was 56.73. So I most likely would have been out around 5,666 or you know, somewhere around that. I haven't looked at the retracement. What I can do is tell you about my trading day, and also working on a video in the background that'll show the trading session itself after the inventory number. Today was the inventory. It came out at 9:30 a.m. CST. I had on my trading, my 3 trades today, I had 2 shorts and 1 long, but the first trade is the one that if I could just held on to that one, that was the best trade. I was at short from 57.79. It went to a 1p profit target. I went to a 10 tick. I went from like 1, 2, 5 to 10 ticks behind it. It came back up to through 69 up to 72, and then it went down to the target. The target itself at 3p today was 57.01. It was 72 ticks if I'm not mistaken. Excuse me, no, 78 ticks was a 3p target today. And the exit itself, following the way that I go after it, was 75 ticks of max profit, coming out, I believe, at 57.04. So that was the exit following. Once you get down to real close to 3p, you want to trail between 10 to 11 ticks, depending upon if you're falling on a 0 or a 5. So the exit itself was at 57.04, I believe. That, if you follow the trade activity behind me, and that's the way of me staying away from some bad trades, though, is to pretend that I'm still in it. And you know, and it's a good learning experience a lot of times to be able to look back and say, okay, this is what I should have done. Now, the 26 ticks was a 1p profit target, and 21 to 22 was a 1R stop today. It looks like if I would have fallen behind 57.79 and went behind that, basically a 5 to 6 ticks behind. So when it went down to 26, trailing 21 behind that one at that point in time at the 1p. So what I'm getting at right now is I'm trying to take more of the decision making away from me, to not become completely computerized, but just allow some of the market movement to happen. And if it does take me out, not to second guess myself by going 5 to 10 ticks. So use that 1R stop, use the 1p trailer behind that. So yeah, 26 to 21, so that's a 5 tick difference that you should be trailing behind. Once you would run the 26, you're trailing that behind it. So you're just finally, you know, you're following the difference behind there. Once you hit that 1p, so the difference of that would have been 5, 6 ticks. So that would have put me at 74 today. Now granted, it could have ran to 74 and I got a +5 on that trade, but I'm going to look into that further to see, you know, the difference between the two. So max, here's my notes for the day. Max profit was +75 ticks. I pulled out 6 ticks off of 3 trades today. Should I have went at plus 5 ticks instead of 10 ticks? The crude oil market went down to a 3p profit target. The market went to my protective profit stop that I had. I had 57.69, and like I said, it went up to 72, and then it came back up again, I believe, at 41, and then it went on down. So it kind of staged its way down, which is normal for the crude oil market to do those kind of things. The market retraced a little too much for me to hold the short trade today. I could have managed the trade a little better, I suppose, and went plus 5 ticks instead of plus 10 ticks. I ended my trading session plus 6 ticks on 3 trades, netting out 60 less $11.10 commission costs, $48.90. I'm up 300. Well, I'm up anyway. That's another day, another story for another. I guess I'm up 300 for the week. 3P was on the table with better trade management. Maybe it should have been plus 5 instead of plus 10 after the 1P was hit. So what I'm getting at is the difference between the 26 on 1R or 1P and the 21 on 1R. That difference is today was 5 ticks. If I would have just, once it hit the 1P, if I would have trailed 5 behind that until we reached the 2P and wait for that next up to come. So what happened, the market went down initially, and the most dangerous part of the trade is that first initial push back until it makes that lower high. Yeah, the lower high. Until it makes, like, if there's a high here and then makes a higher low, higher high, higher low, lower high, lower high. So it makes this higher high here, and then a lower high coming up for the next one, lower high, and then it comes down. So once it comes down and comes back up, the most dangerous part of the trade is that first initial push back after it drops down. So you're in a good positive trade, and then it comes back against you. That lower high that has not formed yet, until it leaves it on the charts, it's probably, for me personally, it's the most difficult part of a trade, is being in a winning trade position and trying to figure out how far should you trail behind it. What are your thoughts on trailing behind your trade? I mean, obviously I'm after a profit target on the CL pit strategy. I believe that the market can fall 3P. Today it fell a lot further than that. We're at, let's plug in the high today. The high today was 58.30. And our low right now is at 55.63. And a 12P move today is 55.16. The market has went down 10P today from the high. 10P today is 261 ticks. That doesn't happen very often as far as the market falling that far. 57.79, and the exit point, if it would have went straight to it, for me, would have been somewhere between 57.01 to 56.73. I would have been going after the GAN number on the initial push down, and I would have given up the other part of that. The only way that I know how to take on the other part of the trade is to have a trailer behind it. So anyway, so that's kind of the synopsis of the day for me. We're at the 9-minute mark. I think I've gave you a couple nuggets. So basically I'm sticking to the 3 trades. I'm taking the decision away from me a little bit to keep trading. Ever since I started doing the 3 trades, I'm losing less and I'm winning more. So although today could have been a nice big winning day for me, I just got a little too close to the market with that plus 10. The market ran initially down to, you can look at the video that I did, but it went below 57.53 on the initial push when I went to 10 ticks. And maybe if I'd have held plus 5 right there, held at 74 for that initial push. So knowing that it likes to make that move, what I don't want it to do is make that move at all. I want it to come I want to continue to move down and then come up and then come down and not even get inside or get in the way of break even once I'm on the trade. Plus 10, plus 5, it's tough. You know, the hardest, like I talked about, the hardest part of the trade for me, outside, you know, the loss side's fine. Now that I've at 3 trades, I lose 3 in a row, 3 strikes, I'm out, whatever. I'm good with that. The other part of that trade is, though, when it's moving my favor and I know that initial pushback that's going to happen, where to put that break even. Are you at break even? You know, do you take out 1p and then come back in after it goes back to 1p? How do you handle your trading? All right, that's it for now. Dave Knight here from 123daytrade.com. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. I'll see you on the next video I put together. Bye for now.